MultiStep Equations, Part 4. In this lesson, students will learn how to solve multi-step equations by distributing on both sides of the equal sign. On what? Both sides of the equal sign. Very good. We're going to take a look at an equation that has parentheses on the left side of the equation and parentheses on the right side of the equation. What is in the middle of this equation? What is this? This is a equal sign. So when you see an equal sign in the middle, your first step, please, is to draw your first T. Okay, so when you draw a T like this, it's saying that you have parentheses on this side and parentheses on this side, right? What do you do when you see parentheses? What are you supposed to do? If there is a number that is outside of the parentheses, then you have to do what? You have to distribute, multiply, okay? So you're distributing on both sides of your equation. And let's take a look at the variable that's in this equation, okay? What letter do you have on this side? And on this side, right? So you have two family members. They're the same, okay? And they want to get together. So that's kind of where we're going with this. So let's go ahead and distribute, multiply. We're going to distribute the 4. When we distribute, we say, what is 4 times b and 4 times a negative 5? Okay, so what is 4 times b? Remember, when letters and numbers are being multiplied, they touch because they're married, okay? So all you have to do is bring 4 and b together to make what? To make 4b, okay? There are some people that still don't know that. So 4 times b is 4b. What about 4 times a negative 5? Okay, 4 times negative 5. Remember, Bob's cousin says, if you have a positive 4 and a negative 5, that's going to give you what? A negative 20. That's right. Okay, keep your equal sign in the middle. So now we distributed the 4 to the quantity of b minus 5. Now we're going to distribute the 2 to the quantity of b plus 2. But first you say, what is 2 times b? Okay, remember, they just touch, right? 2 times b is 2b. And then 2 times 2, that's easy. They're both positive, so it's positive what? 2 times 2. America, what's 2 times 2? Uh-huh. Yes, it's positive 4. Okay, so now you have 4b on this side and 2b on this side. Now remember what we did last time. We took a look at the terms, the like terms, and we underlined them. We said, okay, well, the coefficient in front of this is 4, so this is 4b and this is 2b. We have two terms and we want to make them one. So what do? We combine like terms. What's that? Combine like terms. Now there is some confusion on this when they're on opposite sides of the equal sign. You need to choose the smaller coefficient. What did I say? Choose the smaller coefficient. Coefficient is the number. So let's take a look here. What's the coefficient in 4b? It's 4. What's the coefficient in 2b? It's 2. What's smaller, 4 or 2? Ding, ding, ding. Why are we choosing the smaller number? Well, basically, it's so that we can work with positive numbers, okay? We like positive numbers. We like positive people. So if you choose the smaller one, what is the opposite of positive 2b? It's negative 2b. That is correct. Okay? So this is your first T. When you're combining like terms, you're making your first T. Now a positive 2b and a negative 2b make 0. That's right. What about 4b minus 2b? Okay? You just look at the coefficients. 4 minus 2 is 2, but you're going to keep the b. You're going to bring down the negative 20 and the equal sign. And what's left over here? It's 4. That's right. All right, great. So now you have one like term, right? One term, it's 2b minus 20 equals 4. Everybody have that written down? Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to make another t. What are you going to do? Make your second t. And you're looking for now 2b, because now you can solve for b. Look at the number next to it. What is its opposite? Opposite of negative 20 is positive 20. So you add 20 to both sides. A negative 20 and a positive 20 makes 0. Bring down the 2b. Bring down the equal sign. What is 20 plus 4? 4 plus 0 is, don't you say 0. 4 plus 0 is 4. Okay? 4 plus 0 is 4. Bring down the 2. You have 24. This is saying that 2b equals 24. So if 2b equals 24, then 2 and b are married. B wants to be alone, so they need to get a divorce, don't they? Yeah, they do. So you divide both sides by what? By what? Oh, by 2. Yes, you divide both sides by 2. Okay, how many times do you skip count to 2 to get to 24? Anybody? It's 12. Yes, because 12 times 2 is 24. That's right. So the answer to this problem is B equals 12. Make sure you have that written down. Let's take a look at number 2 on your classwork today. Let's practice reading this equation before we start. Before we start, you need to know that what is in the parentheses is called the quantity of. Say it with me now. Say, the quantity of. One more time for Jacob. Okay, the quantity of. All right, good. So this reads as 4 times the quantity of negative 2k minus 7 equals. Now we're going to read this side of the equation. Negative 4 times, it's being multiplied, the quantity of k minus 4. Now you could put an invisible 1 there, but I don't want you to, because it's much easier to say that negative 4 times k, put them together, is negative 4k. Much easier. The first step to this problem is what? Who knows? I'm holding up my finger. What does your finger tell you to do? It tells you to distribute, multiply, okay? When you're talking about math, that's what it tells you to do. Anyway, when you distribute, you're going to say, what is 4 times negative 2k? 4 times negative 2k. Well, look at the coefficients. 2 times a negative 4. We have positive 4 and negative 2 make negative 8k. Very nice. Okay, then you have 4 times a negative 7. Okay, 4 times negative 7 is negative what? Negative 28. Very nice. Equals. Let's distribute. We distribute it on the left. Now you have to distribute on the right. Okay, so we have negative 4 times k is what? Negative 4k. Just put them together. That's what I already told you, right? And then negative 4 times negative 4. Negative times negative is positive. So what is negative 4 times negative 4? It's positive 16. That's right. Okay, so now we have the k family, yes? We have a k here. How many? 8? Negative 8k and negative 4k. Well, guess what? Those two terms need to become one. So what do you have to do? Combine like terms. Now, when you have terms on opposite sides, what did I say? When you have terms on opposite sides of the equal sign, how many t's do you need? You need 2 t's. How many t's? 2. Let's do the first t. The first step is to combine like terms. But remember, you have to ask yourself, which coefficient is smaller? Say it with me. Which coefficient is smaller? Is it negative 8 or negative 4? A lot of people will say that the smaller number is negative 4, but that's not true, okay? Because the smaller number, my friends, will be farthest away from 0 on the number line. So here is negative 4, and here is negative 8. What is smaller? It's negative 8. Remember, the bigger the negative is, the smaller it is. What did I say? the bigger the negative, the smaller. I know that's a really hard concept to understand. We want to work with positive numbers, yes? Yes. So please choose negative 8. What is the opposite of negative 8k? It is positive 8k. That's right. So you add 8k to both sides. Negative 8k and positive 8k makes 0. You're going to bring down the negative 28. Equal sign. What is 8k minus 4k? 8k minus 4k is 4k. That's exactly right. Then we're going to bring down the positive 16. Now, how many t's are you going to make in these? You're going to make 2. How many? 2. So let's make our second t, because now can we solve for k? Yeah, we only have one term, so we can solve for k. Make our second t. What number is touching 4k? It's positive 16, so what's the opposite of positive 16? Negative 16, that's correct. Okay, so positive 16 and negative 16 make 0. Bring down the 4k. 4k equals, here we go, we have a negative 28 and a negative 16. Negative 28 and negative 16, are they the same signs or different signs? Aren't they both negative? So they're the same signs, add and keep. So you're going to add these numbers. Okay, 8 plus 6 is 14, carry the 1. Then 2 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. So it's negative, because it's negative, negative, negative. Keep the negative. Negative 44. 4k equals negative 44. So what do you have to do to get k by itself? What do you have to get? You have to get a divorce. Who are you getting rid of? You're getting rid of the 4. Divide by 4. So negative 44 divided by a positive 4 is negative what? Negative 11 equals k. Very good. Go ahead and get that down.